Silver. Silver was down for a while. It's going to go up now, but where I think gold is a great place to hold any higher bills, any bigger wads of cash you have. But if we were going to get into any survivalistic situation, your $1,000 coin or whatnot is going to be hard to turn in for something. Whereas if you have silver coins that they're shiny and beautiful and obviously look like they have worth and are worth something because they're silver, would be a good bet if the currency was to, like, the bottom was to just drop out, and we were seeing things like in the Weimar Republic. So number 9, tribe. First of all, you're not going to want to keep going in any situation if you're the lone wolf. When things get tough, being the loner is just no fun and not worth it. So it's really important that hopefully you've begun to gather your tribe of people around you that you love and that think the same way you do and have the same goals, and be able to unite all your resources. So those of you that don't have money have other things that you can give, and the people that have money then can get the other things, and together is always better. So please start to gather your tribe, and if you're having a hard time doing that, let's find a way to have you reach out with other people around you or where you'd like to go. I know there's already groups starting and different people that feel that as far as 2012 and the changes coming toward 2012 as we near that time, people are being drawn to different places as places that they feel safe. And because a lot of people feel that there's going to be certain disasters that come through during this time, there's certain places they feel safer at. I'm moving to upper northeast near Canada myself. That's where I've chosen to go. But let me reiterate, in 2012 I believe we are going to enter the most miraculous of times ever. However, on the way there are going to be some bumps, and we've already seen a major one in our financial realm. So, tribe. Number 10, plan. Plan A, plan B, plan C. You should have your plans in place. With your tribe, everybody should have copies of the plan, meeting places. Remember, if there is a real crisis, any real crisis, whether it's the whole world, our country, or just your part of it, or even just you, there could be a chance that you will not be able to contact people due to outages in the internet or phones or whatnot. You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan to incorporate that possibility. So please make that plan, and then make a second plan in case that doesn't go the way you thought it would, so people know this is the secondary plan, and if need be, plan C. But remember, if you get disconnected, even right now, if you lost your cell phone, you probably couldn't call most of your best friends. This is going to be a real problem. And you can't walk into the Verizon store and just have them reboot it and get your info back. So be prepared, get the numbers, get the names, get a plan. Okay, number 11, animals. I want to talk about animals in two ways. One, your personal animals. You have to remember that whatever you're going to need for yourself, your animals are also going to need. Cats, people with cats or birds can simply let them go. The birds can fly away and take care of themselves. The cats will also go find mice, rodents, whatever, if they need to eat. The dogs, however, you're going to have food for. I mean, cats, all the animals, of course, but definitely the dogs. So really think ahead about your pets, because whatever you're going to need for yourself, you're going to need for your pets. The other aspect of animals I'd like to talk about is on this land I'm telling you all I think you should get. Please consider putting together a barn situation for yourself with some animals. Goat, a cow for milk, for cheese, for butter, chickens for fresh eggs, ducks. If you eat meat, you might have other considerations going there, but even rabbits, because you can literally spin yarn out of the rabbit hair and the goat hair too, if you needed to be able to knit and make things. Heaven forbid ever have to spin like Rapunzel, or you either, but you can actually take a class in it. And when I saw Garden Girl doing it, it looked really fun, and she had these great things she was knitting, and I mean, hey, how much TV can you watch anyway? And so that might just be what 2012 is all about, knocking us out of our materialistic world that really isn't making us all that happy. I mean, aspects of it is sure, but a lot of us are also numbing ourselves and getting back to the source, gardening and being with your friends and cooking together and even building homes together. Awesome. Taking care of animals together. Just a whole other level of existence and peace and harmony that we've gotten away from. I mean, even as a little girl, I grew up on a farm, and it seems like almost centuries ago. I'm not quite that old, but it seems like centuries ago because the world has changed so much. And it's a really happy place being connected to the earth. So that's going to be part of what goes on for safety reasons, for survival reasons, and I just think that's a really great thing. Anyway, finally, let me see, 12, clothes. When you're going to get rid of your stuff and start maybe using a room to grow your food in, and you're getting ready to send things over to Goodwill, which is a great thing, please remember to not throw away everything. Keep things for cold weather, keep things that may be difficult to buy, and remember you're probably not going to be buying as many things as usual, and if we got into a real survivalistic situation, you wouldn't have the cash or want to spend cash on clothes. So think about taking care of your clothes or adding things, because look, we're going to go into this deflationary realm for a while where things are going to be cheap. So buy, because when we start going into that inflation that is coming, will come, it's all going to go up. Everything's going to cost more. So go get it now. Go get it now. In fact, it might be better to even charge it, because the amount of inflation is going to go up much more than your interest rate on a charge card. Okay, so let me say clothes would also go with shelter as well. You have to have shelter. I talked about the land. Hopefully you're going to have a safe shelter zone. A lot of people are recommending something underground in case of solar flares or radiation or anything like that. Where I'm from, everybody has basements. We all went through that during the Cuban Missile Crisis and everything, so a lot of people have bomb shelters already. So that might be something you want to think about adding to your own tribe's land and situation. Okay, and finally, number 13, since I'm going in the frequency scale here from 1 to 13, and they all count equally this time, but 13, let's go with, is the love. Love and faith. Let's remember that along with everything else we have and are preparing and getting together, that we have to keep love in our life and love in our heart. Because so many times that when you get in a really difficult time, some of the worst parts of yourself can come out. And please remember that everybody's going through a difficult time. Everybody's scared. Everybody's unsure of the changes and not knowing what's going to happen. And it's not bringing out the best in people. So please remember to be loving to other people, because this is a difficult time. And also to be loving to yourself and not to be too difficult on yourself. And just to remember that you are loved in a higher sense, that God is looking after us and we are protected. And I recommend getting all this stuff together, because there's a wave coming and we see it coming, and it's just smart to prepare. You know, God told Noah to, build the ark, and there's many people saying the same things. I'm not just saying this alone. So I just want to make sure now that we're all on the same page about where we should be and what we should have together already, and that basically everybody's just got it together and ready. Okay.